Whitney Elizabeth Houston was born on August 9th, 1963, in Newark, New Jersey, into a world where music flowed through her veins. Her mother, Cissy Houston, was a celebrated gospel singer. Her cousins were Dionne and Dee Dee Warwick, and her godmother, none other than Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. With a lineage like that, Whitney was destined not just to sing, but to shake the world with her voice. From the moment she sang her first notes in the New Hope Baptist Church, the sanctuary felt transformed. Even as a child, there was something otherworldly in her voice, a purity, a power, a spiritual resonance that moved hearts. That church, filled with echoes of gospel music, was her first stage. It was where she learned that music could be ministry, that a song could lift burdens, that the right note, sung with sincerity, could reach places words alone could not. In her teenage years, Whitney balanced two worlds: modeling, where she broke barriers as one of the first black women on the cover of Seventeen magazine, and music, where she honed her craft singing backup for legends like Chaka Khan and Lou Rawls. But even in the background, her voice stood out, full of clarity, strength, and emotion. Clive Davis, the visionary head of Arista Records, saw what the world would soon discover. Whitney Houston wasn't just talented, she was transcendent. When her debut album dropped in 1985, it was more than a success. It was a revelation. With hits like Saving All My Love for You, How Will I Know, and The Greatest Love of All, Whitney didn't just dominate the charts, she became a force of nature. Her voice soared across genres: pop, soul, gospel, R&B, making her a universal language. She became the first woman to have 7 consecutive #1 Billboard hits, a feat never before accomplished. Awards poured in, crowds swelled. She was a global phenomenon. Yet for all her achievements, it was the way Whitney sang that truly set her apart. Her voice was not just powerful, it was expressive. Every note carried intention. Every crescendo held a story. She could sing about joy, heartbreak, faith, and hope, and make you feel every word. Her vocal runs became iconic, her presence regal, her talent unmatched. Then, in 1992, she made her film debut in The Bodyguard, a film that would go on to redefine both her career and cinematic music history. Critics were unsure, but audiences were captivated. The soundtrack became one of the best-selling of all time, anchored by her haunting rendition of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You. That song, stripped down, then explosive, became an eternal anthem of love and loss. Whitney didn't just cover it, she claimed it. But behind the glamour, Whitney faced profound personal battles. The intense pressure of fame, the harsh glare of public scrutiny, the complexities of her marriage to Bobby Brown, and the silent struggle with substance abuse that began to erode the brilliance she had once made look effortless. The media fed on her pain, often forgetting she was a person, a mother, a daughter, a woman trying to find peace in a world that rarely offered it. Still, Whitney never gave up on herself. She sought comebacks, she sought healing, and in 2009 she returned with I Look to You, a reflective and mature album. It wasn't just music, it was testimony. Her voice, now weathered, carried new depths, richer, more vulnerable, steeped in the truth of experience. The title track was more than a song, it was a prayer. On February 11th, 2012, Whitney Houston was found unresponsive in a Beverly Hills hotel room the night before the Grammy Awards. The world was stunned. The golden voice was gone. She was only 48. In the days that followed, her music returned to the top of the charts, as fans around the globe mourned the loss of not just a singer, but a soul who had given so much of herself through her art. Tributes flowed from every corner of the world. Fellow artists, political figures, religious leaders, and ordinary fans alike spoke of how Whitney had touched their lives. Her funeral, held in the very church where she first sang as a girl, was a full-circle moment, a sacred goodbye to a voice that had begun in spirit and returned to spirit. But Whitney's story doesn't end there. Her legacy continues in the voices of those she inspired, from Beyoncé and Jennifer Hudson to Ariana Grande and countless others. Her influence echoes in every singer who dares to sing with raw emotion, with soul, with truth. Her recordings remain timeless. Her performances still chill spines. And her voice, that incredible, singular voice, lives on. Whitney Houston was not perfect, but no legend ever is. Her life was a mix of triumph and trial, of stunning highs and crushing lows. But through it all, she remained real. She remained vulnerable. She remained human. She showed us what it meant to reach unimaginable heights, and what it cost.